1968, serving our community with local news and sports. Covering Alexander, Burke, Caldwell, Catawba, Iredell, Lincoln, and Watauga counties. We are WHKY News.
Good evening and welcome into the Thursday, July 30th edition of the WHKY News. I'm Rob Eastwood. Topping our news tonight, authorities say a Hickory man now faces a murder charge following a shooting on Interstate 77 in Mooresville. 23-year-old Jacoby Treshawn Ramseur was initially charged with attempted murder, but the charge was upgraded after 19-year-old Justice Wells died from her injuries. Police say the shooting happened Sunday afternoon on the Exit 35 ramp, and investigators determined that all of the gunfire came from inside the vehicle. Investigators described the couple's relationship as tumultuous, citing previous domestic incidents and text messages suggesting a possible murder-suicide pact. Ramseur remained hospitalized and was to be served with the murder warrant upon his release. The National Weather Service says storm damage in Catawba County on Tuesday was caused by a downburst, not a tornado. A damage survey found powerful straight-line winds carved a 5-mile path from east of St. Stephen's through Conover and Claremont, toppling and snapping numerous trees. Peak wind speeds were estimated at 75 miles an hour near Rifle Range Road and Lee Klein Road. Meteorologists determined the damage came from wind spreading outward after rapidly descending from a thunderstorm, a key sign of a downburst. The storm moved through the area between 6:20 and 6:32 p.m. Tuesday. The North Carolina State Laboratory notified Caldwell County Animal Care Enforcement today that a fox submitted for testing was infected with the rabies virus. The fox was found on Park Loop at a residence in Rhodhiss. This is the second confirmed rabies case in Caldwell County this year. If you have any questions concerning rabies and/or rabies vaccinations, contact Animal Care Enforcement. The number is 828-572-4535. Tuesday was a big day at a local hospital. Arianna Mack explains.
Frye Regional Medical Center celebrated its second annual Registered Nurse Signing Day Tuesday, officially welcoming 19 newly licensed nurses as they begin their careers with the hospital. Hospital officials say the event recognizes graduates as they launch their nursing careers, similar to the way student athletes celebrate signing with colleges. Family members, mentors, and nursing leaders gathered to recognize each graduate's commitment to the profession and to Frye Regional. The new nurses will begin caring for patients in departments across the hospital, including medical, surgical, critical care, emergency services, labor and delivery, and other specialty areas. Each nurse will also participate in Frye Regional's evidence-based nurse residency program, which combines classroom instruction, simulation training, mentoring, and hands-on clinical experience to help graduates transition into professional practice. Chief Nursing Officer Jacqueline Lesniak said the hospital is committed to helping new nurses build rewarding careers while delivering exceptional patient care. Hospital leaders say the annual event reflects Frye Regional's continued investment in developing the next generation of nurses. Reporting for WHKY, I'm Arianna Mack.
Thanks, Arianna, and congratulations to all of the new nurses at Frye. District Attorney Scott Reilly stopped by the WHKY studios. I sat down for a conversation with the DA about recent convictions. This is part 2 of our July segment.
Well, we had one that received a lot of attention, another jury trial where Jason Krause was convicted of breaking, entering, and larceny and received a sentence of, I think it was 21 to 27 years. And generally, if we get criticized, it's because people don't get enough time. But
right.
Some people thought that 27 years for breaking into a home, taking a shower, which is what he did while he was there, stealing someone's clothes and stealing some food, that was too harsh of a sentence. But what people don't realize is This person was also convicted by the jury of being a habitual felon. That means he had been convicted previously of at least three other felonies, and Judge Poovey found that he had committed other similar type crimes. So the 27 years wasn't just based on this particular robbery or breaking or entering, but was based on his lengthy criminal convictions that he had over the course of time. Our last case that I want to talk about was probably the most disturbing of all of these cases, is that Coy Scott was convicted of sexual exploitation of a minor for taking an sexually explicit picture of a 6-year-old minor child. He pled guilty, received a lengthy prison sentence. I want to give a shout out to the victim. Just very, very courageous to come forward. She immediately told her mother, who promptly contacted the Catawba County Sheriff's Office, did an excellent investigation. They obtained a search warrant for the defendant's phone. They found that image on his phone, and what was distinctive about it was in the picture you could see his fingers that had a distinctive tattoo on it, which led to his identity and made the case easier to prosecute. But those are cases that we want to focus on as well, is protecting children who can't protect themselves and be a voice for our children.
Thanks again to Scott Reilly for joining us. In today's crime report, David Cedrone reports on a pair of cases, one in Hickory and one from Longview, various charges filed. In local sports, Jason Savage has a recap of Wednesday's Hickory Crawdads doubleheader. They've played a lot of Twin Bills lately. In community focus, Arianna Mack will sit down for a conversation with the creator of a music festival that is coming up in Hickory. We are on over-the-air TV every weekday at 5:30 and 10 p.m. on channel 14.2 and live at 5:30 on the WHKY YouTube channel and 10 p.m. on our Facebook page. We're also in multiple cable systems, including Compass in Morganton. I'm Rob Eastwood, and you are watching the WHKY News.
Save big at the Hot Tub and Swim Spa Blowout Expo this weekend at the Hickory Metro Convention Center. Browse the largest display of hot tubs, cold therapy tubs, swim spas, and saunas in the region from major brands at up to 50% off. See swim spas in action, offering exercise, therapy, and fun all year long. Over 30 spas will be on display and everything must go. Financing is available and show admission is free. That's the Hot Tub and Swim Spa Blowout Expo this weekend at the Hickory Metro Convention Center. Visit spaexpo.com. That's spaexpo.com.
Weight loss is never one size fits all.
At the North Carolina Bariatric Institute, we support you with personalized care
at every step of your weight loss journey.
Your care team is led by robotically trained bariatric surgeons.
Our nurses, dietitians, and psychologists work together to help you achieve lasting, effective weight loss.
Visit us online to register for a free informational seminar and begin your weight loss journey.
High blood pressure, also called hypertension, occurs when the force of blood pushing against the walls of your arteries is just consistently too high. Now, this condition makes the heart work harder to pump the blood, which can damage your blood vessels and lead to very serious health problems like heart disease, stroke, kidney damage, and even vision loss. Now, high blood pressure typically has no symptoms, so it's important to monitor it. A blood pressure-friendly diet focuses on things like fruits, vegetables, nuts, and seeds. Reducing table salt is especially important, and regular physical activity like a walk for just 30 minutes a day usually can help lower blood pressure naturally. Now, if you can't walk all at once, take short walks throughout the day. Maintaining a healthy weight, stress management, and avoiding tobacco and alcohol are also keys. Now, consistent effort, blood pressure can usually be managed effectively. There's even supplements that might help. I'm Dr. Joe Esposito. I'll see you next time for another quick tip.
Hey, grab me one too.
Hi, I'm Rabbi Jeff with the Rock of Israel Congregation. Watch us right here on WHKY every Thursday night at 8:30, or join us in person in Hickory and Mooresville, North Carolina. For times and locations, see MessianicFocus.com.
I want to tell you about Dr. Joe's Energy Boost Chewables. These things are amazing. Good, clean energy, no caffeine, no sugar crashes, and not even a hassle of swallowing pills. Now, these contain 2 ingredients. One of them is citrulline. Citrulline is an amino acid that opens up your blood vessels and increases circulation, even helps lower your blood pressure. And ginseng, this helps manage stress, keeps you focused, and gets you physically energized throughout the day. You can get these and all of our supplements on our website, drjoe.com. That's drjoe.com.
Nick, I can't find my sea legs.
Where did they go? Looks like you got them now. Ho! Land ho! Is that Bermuda?
I think it's Myrtle Beach. Wait, it's a Kia Sportage and it's the color of the ocean.
Beach this thing and let's get moving.
It's not a mirage. It's the treasure we've been looking for.
I thought I was the treasure.
Find your treasure at Paramount Kia in Hickory. Ahoy!
The following report contains real arrest records and law enforcement data. All individuals are presumed innocent until proven guilty in a court of law.
Welcome back into the WHKY News. I'm Rob Eastwood. Leading off our crime report today, 2 people are facing unrelated charges after separate arrests in Hickory and Longview Wednesday. WHKY's David Cedrone reports.
Thanks, Rob. Hickory Police arrested 42-year-old Andrew Claude Stahl of Hickory on Wednesday on multiple charges, including felony larceny and felony possession of stolen goods or property. He is also charged with 2 counts of second-degree trespassing and resisting a public officer. Stahl was placed in the Catawba County Detention Facility under a $10,500 bond. He was scheduled to appear in district court today and also due back in court on August 10th. And in a separate case, Longview Police arrested 45-year-old Heath Earl Eaton of Hudson Wednesday. Eaton is charged with possession of fentanyl and possession of drug paraphernalia. He was jailed in Catawba County Detention Facility without a bond, scheduled to appear in district court today in Newton. I'm David Cedrone for WHKY News.
Thanks, David. A Newton woman faces drug charges filed by Conover Police. 29-year-old Kayla K. Bumgarner was arrested by Conover police officers. She was charged with felony possession of Schedule II controlled substance and possession of drug paraphernalia. Following the arrest earlier this week, Bumgarner was jailed in the Catawba County Detention Facility under no bond. She had a Thursday district court date scheduled. A 43-year-old Caldwell County man is facing a felony charge after being arrested by the Hickory Police Department. Christopher Gene Crawford of North Main Street in Granite Falls was arrested Tuesday and charged with felony larceny of a motor vehicle. He was scheduled to make a Wednesday first appearance in Newton District Court. A 54-year-old Wilkes County man was arrested Thursday by authorities in Catawba County on felony charges related to the state's sex offender registration requirements. Leroy Allen Loper of Thurmond was taken into custody by the Catawba County Sheriff's Office Criminal Investigations Division. He is charged with 2 counts of felony failure to register as a sex offender. Loper is a sex offender as a result of a conviction in 2018 in Catawba County for a second-degree forcible sex offense. He was released from prison in 2023. Loper was placed in the Catawba County Detention Facility under a $200,000 secured bond. He was scheduled to make his first appearance in Catawba County District Court on Thursday. Up next, Arianna Mack reports on arrests in Alexander and Catawba counties. The Alexander case involves charges filed on an indictment from Catawba County, and the other report involves drug and domestic violence offenses.
That's correct, Rob. An Alexander County man has been arrested on Catawba County charges. 38-year-old Jody Jean Johnson of Fairgrounds Road in Taylorsville was charged Thursday morning by the Alexander County Sheriff's Office. He was served a warrant from Catawba County following a grand jury indictment for felony larceny and felony possession of stolen goods. Previous charges still pending in Alexander County include felony possession of Schedule II controlled substance, possession of drug paraphernalia, and resisting arrest. Those charges were filed by the Alexander County Sheriff's Office in May. In addition, Taylorsville Police charged Johnson with larceny and driving while license revoked in February. And in a separate case, a woman was arrested by the Newton Police Department on felony and misdemeanor charges Wednesday. Ashley Nicole Nicole Ayer of Frye Drive in Newton was charged with 2 counts of felony possession of a Schedule II controlled substance, misdemeanor crime of domestic violence, first-degree trespass, injury to personal property, and possession of drug paraphernalia. Ayer was placed in the Catawba County Detention Facility under a $5,000 bond. She had a Thursday district court date scheduled. Reporting for WHKY, I'm Arianna Mack.
Thanks, Arianna. A Caldwell County man was arrested by the Catawba County Sheriff's Office on drug charges. 36-year-old Dwayne Francis Delahanty Jr. of Bud Dula Lane, Granite Falls, is charged with felony possession of methamphetamine and misdemeanor possession of drug paraphernalia. Delahanty was jailed in the Catawba County Detention Facility without bond. A district court date was scheduled for Thursday. And that's our crime report for today. Thank you for watching. For WHKY, I'm Rob Eastwood. Stay with us. Jason Savage is up next with your local sports.
Chicken, cars, and gas have all gone up in price.
And you can still find value in a brand new Kia K4 for under $30,000.
Come to Paramount Kia in Hickory. You'll save money.
Why buy used when you can have new at Paramount?
Weight loss is never one size fits all.
At the North Carolina Bariatric Institute, we support you with personalized care
at every step of your weight loss journey.
Your care team is led by robotically trained bariatric surgeons.
Our nurses, dietitians, and psychologists work together to help you achieve lasting, effective weight loss.
Visit us online to register for a free informational seminar and begin your weight loss journey.
Think you need a new roof? Think again.
Introducing Roof Max, the first professional and affordable roofing treatment that is scientifically proven
to strengthen and extend the life of your roof. Roof Max's exclusive treatment resaturates old, dried shingles with a natural bio-friendly formula that quickly restores flexibility and water-repelling protection.
Save big at the Hot Tub and Swim Spa Blowout Expo this weekend at the Hickory Metro Convention Center. Browse the largest display of hot tubs, cold therapy tubs, swim spas, and saunas in the region from major brands at up to 50% off. See swim spas in action, offering exercise, therapy, and fun all year long. Over 30 spas will be on display and everything must go. Financing is available and show admission is free. That's the Hot Tub and Swim Spa Blowout Expo this weekend at the Hickory Metro Convention Center. Visit spaexpo.com. That's spaexpo.com.
We make buying a new or pre-owned car easy at Paramount Kia in Hickory because we operate by the golden rule. Treat the other person the way you want to be treated.
That's right. The price that you see is the price you get. We keep things simple, transparent, and fair.
Paramount Kia in Hickory, ParamountKia.com.
With your look at local sports from across the Hickory Metro, I'm Jason Savage for WHKY News. We begin at Appalachian State, where women's basketball head coach Laura Sharp announced the addition of 7 newcomers to the Mountaineers roster. Now, this incoming class features a mix of transfers, 5, and freshmen, 2, that were high school standouts. So the transfers include Jaden Atchison, who spent her junior season at University of Texas, Arlington, but also has experience on the floor at Colorado and Old Dominion. Kamaya Muldrow, who comes to App from Cloud County Community College, that's in Kansas. Raven Preston, who played at Elon and most recently at Wake Forest. Torrin Rogers, who played at Richmond and most recently played at UNC Wilmington. And finally on the transfers, Joy Williams joining the Mountaineers from Radford. Now the incoming freshman class includes Jada McClure, who played at Charlotte's Providence Day High School, and Zoe Smith, who played at Chapel Hill High School. Well, the Hickory Crawdads opened up their series against the Delmarva Shorebirds with the doubleheader yesterday, and they would have an offensive outburst before the Shorebirds answered in the nightcap as these two clubs split in Maryland. Hickory rolled to a 10-1 victory in the opener, scoring 6 runs before the first out was even recorded, but then they were held to just 1 hit and a 4-1 loss in Game 2. Isn't that baseball? Crazy. Paulino Santana led the way for the Crawdads in the doubleheader, a combined 4 for 8 batting with 2 doubles, a home run, 2 RBI, and a total of 4 runs scored. Now in the Game 2 loss, pitcher Aiden Deacons, who was just named Carolina League Pitcher of the Week, suffered his first loss, allowing 4 runs on 5 hits over 4 1/3 innings while striking out 6, as he now goes to 7-1 on the mound this season. Still a phenomenal record. The split means the Crawdads are now 22-9 on the second half of the season, 56-39 overall if you're scoring at home. Hickory is continuing their series at Delmarva through this week. They'll be off on Monday and be back at home at LP Friends Stadium on Tuesday. Coming up tomorrow right here in sports, we're going to talk to Bryson Davis with Hickory Motor Speedway as they get set to induct their inaugural class of the Hickory Motor Speedway Hall of Fame. That event, coupled with the Jack Ingram Memorial, coming up on Saturday. We will talk to Bryson tomorrow about that and what to look forward to. Again, that's tomorrow right here in WHKY Sports. Meanwhile, we encourage you to visit our website, WHKY.com, for the latest news and sports information.
The 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty has always set Kia apart.
And at Paramount Kia, our customers also love the great styling, the luxurious interior, and the great technology, and it's a great value.
It means more bang for your buck.
From Paramount Kia in Hickory.
Save big at the Hot Tub and Swim Spa Blowout Expo this weekend at the Hickory Metro Convention Center. Browse the largest display of hot tubs, cold therapy tubs, swim spas, and saunas in the region from major brands at up to 50% off. See swim spas in action offering exercise, therapy, and fun all year long. Over 30 spas will be on display and everything must go. Financing is available and show admission is free. That's the Hot Tub and Swim Spa Blowout Expo this weekend at the Hickory Metro Convention Center. Visit spaexpo.com. That's spaexpo.com.
Rex Allen Theater's back on Thursday night at 8 o'clock p.m. on WHKY TV 14-2 with Kathy's Cooking, Interesting People, Hildebrand Cruising, and the Squatch Runners. You don't want to miss it. Channel 14-2 on free TV.
Think you need a new roof? Think again. Introducing Roof Max, the first professional and affordable roofing treatment that is scientifically proven to strengthen and extend the life of your roof. Roof Max's exclusive treatment resaturates old, dried shingles with a natural bio-friendly formula that quickly restores flexibility and water-repelling protection.
Save big at the Hot Tub and Swim Spa Blowout Expo this weekend at the Hickory Metro Convention Center. Browse the largest display of hot tubs, cold therapy tubs, swim spas, and saunas in the region from major brands at up to 50% off. See swim spas in action offering exercise, therapy, and fun all year long. Over 30 spas will be on display and everything must go. Financing is available and show admission is free. That's the Hot Tub and Swim Spa Blowout Expo this weekend at the Hickory Metro Convention Center. Visit spaexpo.com. That's spaexpo.com.
Oh, Captain.
Oh, sorry, I didn't see you there.
Well, that's because you only got one good eye.
It's true.
We're both captains.
Well, we're both captains. Who is steering this ship?
I hope somebody knows what they're doing.
I can see a sail is a brewing.
A sail is a brewing at Paramount Kia.
Right now, 0% interest for 48 months on the Kia Sorento.
And you're going to love this Sorento, so you got to get to Paramount Kia and test drive it today.
Be the captain of your own ship at Paramount Kia in Hickory.
This is Community Focus on the WHKY News. I'm Rob Eastwood. Up first, Arianna Mack spoke with 2 guests, including the creator of a music festival happening in Hickory.
Seth Olsen, creator of the Breaking Darkness Music Festival, is here to talk about the 3rd edition of that event, taking place this coming Saturday at the premiere. Also with us, Brian King, the co-founder of the Foundry House, a men's recovery unit.
So the Breaking Darkness Music Festival, this is the 3rd year of the event. It is going to be this Saturday, August 1st. Doors open at noon at the Hickory Premiere, and which is 109 11th Street in Hickory. You can get all the information at breakingdarkness.com. This will be 10 bands, live music. It'll be very somewhat eclectic. It's going to have a mixture of kind of hip-hop, electronic music, a lot of hard rock and heavy metal, which is kind of the main theme of the event. This is a Christian outreach music festival. There'll be no alcohol served at the venue. This is open to families and things like that. Basically, the entire event goes on all day long, and we actually have a dual mandate to the event. We give away all the ticket revenue to charities, like Brian right here with Foundry House, and then we also try to reach folks who won't step foot in a church, but they have a great interaction at the event, and they open their hearts to the Lord.
The Foundry House is grateful to be a recipient of the proceeds for the sale of the tickets to help fund our organization. And the Foundry House is an 8-month transition program for men either leaving incarceration or leaving extended treatment facilities. It gives the opportunity to be part of a healthy faith-based community to begin the process of restoring their lives, doing things they've never done, working on themselves, surrendering a lot of stuff they need to let go of, also giving back to the community through serving, but we also aid in job placement, get them healthy employment, and begin that process of becoming reintegrated into the community. And these funds would go to help support that, because it's a house and it takes everything your house needs to run and then some. So all this would go to help fund the men to provide the safe housing environment that they've most likely never had.
I hope they take away the idea that, you know, we're really here to be the thermostat, not the thermometer. We're not just here to measure the brokenness going on, we're actually here to change it. And so this is a chance where you can interact with these artists. The way the venue's set up is there's really no place in the backstage or whatnot where the artists might hang out. They're going to be right in the venue.
Get your tickets at breakingdarkness.com. Reporting for WHKY, I'm Arianna Mack.
Thanks, Arianna. If you see smoke coming from sewer vents around Statesville this week, don't be alarmed. Plus, Catawba County is inviting older adults to enjoy a full month of free activities. WHKY's David Cedrone has more.
Thank you, Rob. The city of Statesville has begun routine smoke testing of its wastewater collection system to help locate leaks and improper sewer connections. Officials say the smoke is non-toxic, non-staining, nearly odorless, and safe for people and pets. Testing is expected to continue for about a week, weather permitting. If smoke enters a home or business, it could indicate a plumbing problem that should be inspected. Anyone with questions can contact the City of Statesville. The phone number, 704-832-3823. Meanwhile, Catawba County is offering a full lineup of free seniors morning out activities throughout August for residents 60 and older. The program includes exercise classes, music, crafts, cooking demonstrations, games, educational programs, and trips to local farmers markets at 5 locations across the county. Participants can receive a hot lunch each day, and transportation is available in some areas. County officials ask participants to contact their nearest seniors morning out location at least 48 hours before attending. I'm David Cedrone for WHKY News.
And that wraps up Community Focus and the WHKY News today. Remember, you can get all of the latest news and sports 24/7 at our website, WHKY.com. We also have local news and sports 7 days a week on our sister station, WHKY Radio, 1290 AM and 102.3 FM, and streaming on multiple platforms and at our website. Thank you for joining us. On behalf of Arianna Mack, David Cedrone, Jason Savage, Scott Reilly, Seth Olsen, and Brian King, I'm Rob Eastwood, and from Hickory, this is the WHKY News.